Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spill the Tea with Bougie. I am joined by a very special guest today, my very good friend, Mark Ostermann from Miles to Memories.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you? So tell everybody
Good.
where they can find you and what your specialty is as far as what you do in this world.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at MacOsty1038. Email me, mark@milestomemories.com, or if you comment on any of the articles on Miles to Memories, I'll get to you there. I focus more on like where I want to go, and then I figure that how to get there versus, like Ian Snyder, who's a nerd and just reads about random stuff like, hey, did you know you can get here with these miles? And I'm like, no, I don't care.
I love his messages. They're the best. He's like, look, it earns 19,738 MQDs and it's only, and I'm always like, oh, that's good. Like, he's very bad for me.
Like, oh, I guess I'm going to fly there. Where is this again?
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Ian. All right. Well, I'm really happy to have you, Mark. We've been working together for about 3 years at Miles to Memories. And really, he's become one of my really good friends. And
Besties.
yeah, besties for real. Underlings. That's what we call
Underlings unite.
Because some on Twitter called us that. And it just kind of stuck.
Yeah. Me, Bethany, and Danny the Deal Guru were Sean's underlings.
Was he also considered an underling?
I think so at that time. But I mean, he started before us, but I think he got lumped in with us, unfortunately. Sorry, Danny.
But he's a guru, so, Anyway, if you like what you see and you want to see more of these, please subscribe. It really helps. Give me a thumbs up. No thumbs down because we don't like those.
Yeah, give me thumbs up. I got to get the most thumbs up of everybody.
That's Mark's goal. He wants to beat Angelina. So
yep, I'm coming for you, Angelina.
That's what we're going to do today. We're going to make this one so good that Mark beats Angelina with, I think, 11 thumbs up, right? Okay.
Right in there, yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing I've been asking everybody is basically, what are you watching right now? Like, what's the one thing on Netflix that you would not be able to get through this pandemic without?
See, that's a tough one because, like, I blow through shows so quick that it's like after a week, I'm done with them.
So give me your favorites so far.
Yeah, I'll go off Netflix, off script for a minute. The one that like brings me the most cheer is, of course, Vanderpump Rules, because what's better in a pandemic than 35-year-olds acting like 16-year-olds?
Oh, it's so good. That show is so good this season.
Yeah, and it's like the only thing me and my wife Kirsten watch together. So, that adds to it too. But it's just so funny that they're so ridiculous. And
what did you think about the pastor?
I thought that, it was a little bit strange. Like, they knew that he was saying this stuff, but then they were acting like they didn't know. And then like it all came to a head at the very end. They waited till the last minute. And then when Tom had his whole heart to heart, like the night before they left or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you did that the whole wrong way. And then he can never, ever apologize for anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm sorry, but
yeah,
I was right.
I call that a Bethany apology. Because I'm never actually wrong. Well, I say, I'm sorry, but this is why I did that. Just,
I'm going to justify it. Yeah, exactly.
So if you get a real sorry out of me, that's a special
You really
moment.
messed up. You really messed up.
Yeah, that's like a very special moment in your life. You should remember it.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't watching it, watch it. It's good.
You should definitely watch Vanderpump Rules. And Lisa Vanderpump runs a dog rescue, so she's
She
my favorite.
She's your hero.
But,
yeah.
Okay, so what else? What's your other thing?
On Netflix, like everybody said Ozarks, because I think the third season's been the best season. I just finished it, so that was good. The Happy Place, I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
The Good Place. Kirsten, she watched Cheers all the way from the beginning to the end. Like, we just watch like 2 or 3 episodes a night.
Wait, we've never talked about that. Does she love Frasier then?
I don't know. I didn't watch it with her.
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh, you mean the show?
I need to do a wives edition anyway for all of the Miles to Memories people, because I know how crazy all of you guys are. So that will definitely be something she and I talk about. But I'm gonna message her anyway to check, because nobody else is like obsessed with Frasier like I am, and it's like lonely when nobody loves your favorite show as much.
Because it's all like 60-year-olds that watch Frasier.
I know. I was ahead of my time.
Bare Naked Ladies and Frasier. You're just out there.
Oh yeah, Bare Naked Ladies at 5 o'clock too. I was supposed to meet them today. Okay, so good segue into travel and what we do. What were your favorite trips that you canceled? Because I saw that you posted that on Facebook. So like, what were you doing?
Yeah, well, I was supposed to be in Vegas for March Madness, which is always insane and probably like the best time of the year to go. So I was really sad about that. I was looking forward to it because, you know, I had a group of like 4 buddies going, and I know Steve was supposed to be there at the same time. So I was going to meet up with him and have some drinks, and then people I know in Vegas. So I was looking forward to it, you know, a weekend of just partying and no kids. And then I got stuck trapped at home. So that was a big one. And then upcoming in May, I was supposed to be going to Chernobyl and then checking out like Kiev and Prague. And so that one we had planned for like a year.
I don't want you to go there. Do you understand that it's still not 100% safe, right? It's still like,
but there's like no virus there. All the radiation killed it, right?
Well, I mean, you heard that here first, but I don't know if that's true.
Don't go there and die because of it, please.
But
I'm gonna go pop a 10 up and like
you
live
were
there.
Gonna go. I mean, that was on that show that we enjoyed.
Dark Tourist.
Yes, Dark Tourist.
When is that season 2 gonna drop? Because that show was amazing.
That was amazing. I think actually I was the first one in our group that started watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys have to watch this. I think we should do a series like how miles and points get you to dark tourism.
Yes.
Because that would be really fun, except that I'm not going to those.
We should use like the press pass to go to that knockoff Olympics. That thing was insane.
Oh my God. I really like that show. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should watch it because it's such an interesting take on travel.
Anybody that's into travel should watch.
So you had to cancel that. I still don't think you should go there. So when is too soon to start booking our next set of trips?
I don't know. I feel like domestically it might pick up like in the fall.
Now, when you say fall, what do you mean? Because, you know, like every day matters at this point.
Yeah, like September, early September, I would say late August, early September. I'm still hoping. We have a 15-year anniversary trip booked to go to Hawaii, and then we're going to actually we're supposed to spend a night in LA together because you were going to fly out there.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that still happens, but I'm putting that as unlikely at this point.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I always set the bar low. I expect, you know, I plan for the worst but hope for the best. So
well,
I'm just mentally telling myself it's not happening. So when it happens, I'll be like, yes, let's do this.
It's good. I think I'm the opposite, so I'm always disappointed, you know.
It's a rough life.
I have less than 100 subscribers still, and I thought I was going to be at like 100,000 by now, people.
You need nudity and then you'll get there.
I'll do it. It'll be for charity. I'm just kidding. I won't do it. Maybe I will. I don't know. It depends on how many.
This boob is for this charity. This boob's for that charity.
That's what I'll do. I'll like write a dog rescue on every body part.
Then get Lisa Vanderpump on.
Oh my God, that's a good idea. So a friend of mine recently, Vito from Vito's Casino, he's very into poker. He was like on his podcast and he did a gambling episode, and then they talked about poker. He said he was taking master classes from Daniel Negreanu. And then all of a sudden, like a week later, he announced that he got Daniel Negreanu to come on his show and do an interview with him.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And he just like reached out and asked, and the guy said yes.
Have you been getting that masterclass like ad every time you click on anything now? It's like,
no.
Somebody sent it like to me in a Facebook message. We're like, hey, does anybody have masterclass that they want to split, you know, the fee or whatever on? And ever since that one message from Facebook, every time I open up YouTube, it's like, hey, join masterclass. I'm like, I don't want this.
I feel like they usually get ads right, which is why I actually don't mind that they're spying on me, because like, I don't need Walmart
They sell me shoes and stuff.
Right. Every day I'm like, oh, there's a sale on Louboutins. Like, then
I'm going to walk around my house in these. Just wait till I make that dinner for the dogs in my Louboutins.
Well, you know what I did in one of my videos? I wore them and then I just put my feet up.
Oh, just so people could see the bloody shoes?
Just so that I didn't spend $500 on a used pair of designer shoes for no reason.
Were they like a half?
To say like, I got my money's worth out of these because they were in a video.
See, you just wanted to write them off. You're like, hey, this was set.
I do think that Bougie Miles should be able to write off certain things that other people can't. I'm just
now, were they a half a size too small like the last pair? So you just squeezed into them because they're a good deal?
No, they were a size 12.
I wear As long as they're not made of duct tape like your ugly Toms, it's okay.
Dude, they're the exact same as your Toms. So Mark and I did
Except they're
Vegas
not made, mine aren't made
presentation.
of duct tape.
Okay, well, mine were shiny because, they're more girly. So we ended up wearing the exact same shoes, except that, like, literally the exact same shoes, right?
Yep.
They're both
Yep.
Toms. They had the same pattern and everything, except that mine were shiny and his were canvas. That was at the Miles to Memories Vegas do in Vegas. Yep. So you better come next year if we're doing it again. I mean, I'm just going to tell Sean we're doing it again. And they need a bar. We need a bar next time, because to go that whole day without a drink, that was a lot.
I have to talk to people and I can't have a beer? No.
I mean, so back to travel. Are you taking advantage of any of, or you're not booking anything right now? Like, you're just waiting it out?
I mean, the only thing I booked is the mistake fare that we took advantage of to Cape Town, and that's like end of February.
Yes.
So I'm kind of just wait and see, because I don't think I'm not going to do any rush international trips. If I do any travel in the fall, it's going to be domestic. So I can book that like a week or two out if I need to or whatever. So I'm not too worried about it. And I'm kind of resisting booking international just because you don't know who's going to close their borders. The outbreak in the US is worse than anywhere else. So they might just say, hey, we don't want any Americans coming here. Right. So I don't want to, I fought enough with people to get my money back from airlines that I don't want to be doing that all day again. So
yeah,
part of it is so I don't have the depression of canceling stuff. So I'll just wait to book it, I guess.
So for me, I'm having a hard time because I'm seeing these like flights at amazing prices and like, low mileage awards, and I want to book everything, but at the same time, what I'm doing is holding off just like on a few more days, but I'm definitely going to book some stuff, because at least like Transcon, I know I'll be able to go to Vegas and things like that. So I found flights from New York to LA in 3-cabin first class on American for 23,000 miles. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. Like that's awesome. That's a great product. And, for 23,000
do you still have status with them that you can cancel it too, or no? Or did that drop off finally?
Dropped off.
Oh.
I gave it up for Delta.
Good choice.
And then, so I actually heard you talking about that on the live podcast that Miles to Memories did last week. What do you think about that whole, like, how, if you were a Delta flyer for status, how would you maximize like these changes?
Yeah, it's interesting because anything you earn this year will roll over to next year. So if for the people that
everything you earn, or is it just over and above your current status?
I'm pretty sure it's everything you earn. So all your MQMs roll over.
Wow, but not MQDs, obviously.
No, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, but if you were gonna earn it or try to get status via credit card spend, you can basically break it out over 2 years versus trying to ramp that up over 1 year and then roll over, and then you can still get the MQD waiver at $25K the next year.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting. And then if you had early travel early in the year, you can still, add that to your pile. So that's kind of like, I think I took a couple paid Delta flights early in the year. So I might actually shoot for something next year when I never try for any status.
Yeah, I've never heard you say anything like that.
Yeah, just because it's like, basically you're getting 24 months to do what you would have to do in 12 months. So you might as well give it a go, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend that much on a Delta card or not. It's something to consider though, but I'm glad they did it. It's pretty cool of them. And then American for some reason still hasn't, unless, they do before this video launches, but
is
they're the worst. Well, United's the worst, but American's right there.
Okay. So United is definitely the worst of the three. However, I mean, American gives them a run for their money so often that like it's sometimes hard for me to pick a clear winner,
Yeah.
Like the race
I think
United is hard.
United like will make policy changes quicker, I feel like, but they treat their customers like garbage. Like they don't even want them or care about them. Yeah. Like American employees treat their customers like garbage, but their terms don't as much as United's just like straight. We don't care. You're not getting your money. Whatever.
Yep.
It's like they're like Frontier.
As an American EXP executive platinum, that's their top tier. Never did I ever feel like once like somebody treated me even mildly special based on my status. Like
they never brought you that little box of food for like the $5 box and said, "Hey, thanks for your stay."
As a matter of fact, the 3 times that I flew premium economy while I had EXP status, I asked for my box,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm taking whatever's free because when I get drunk that night, I'm going to want like free food.
Snacks.
And it's cheaper if you don't take it out of the minibar.
Especially water. If you don't want to spend
Especially
$8, right, Steve? If you don't want to spend $12 or whatever it was.
You mean
how
24?
much was it? 20. Could walk to CVS and buy like 3 cases.
Times 10.
But I get a credit, like $100 credit. So it's only like $14.
But I didn't know. Okay, so here's the backstory. I went to Vegas, and if you don't know this, because why would you? Because nobody else is as ridiculous with water as I am.
Mm-hmm.
The large Fijis in the Cosmopolitan minibars are $12 each. And then, plus tax and like the 15% gratuity. On right next door at Aria, they happen to be $24 each. So I was there for 3 nights. I was getting the FHR credit, which at Aria, they actually let you apply to, well, they used to let you apply it to the minibar. And I drank 10 Fijis. And so, and let's just say that I am now banned from opening minibars. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge difference. That's a huge markup from Cosmo right next door, which is probably the nicer casino anyway. I mean, by an inch, right?
Yeah, but that's a big difference.
$14.
Yeah.
Like every sip was like $1. Or maybe $1.
It wasn't even flavored water. It was like water.
It was like water, like regular water.
It wasn't even like hard seltzer water, right?
Just regular. So
the beer was probably cheaper.
Oh yeah, the beers are like $8. Well, because
you want to be healthy, you're gonna pay for it.
They want you to get drunk, right? So they're like, oh, let's just sneak these in here. Like the Jack Daniels is $12, but you want $25 for the Fiji. Okay. And it's not like there's only 2 Dasanis in the minibar. So once you finish those, like you really have no choice but to go for the ones that are on top.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
buys them
on earth is like actually drinking those except me.
They'll walk down to the store and get them for like $10.
That's what you should do, by the way. Go downstairs, you save $10, unless you're, like me and you're hungover.
Bougie AF. I don't leave my room for nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so getting back to American Airlines, I would take I've asked them for the box of like snacks or whatever, and all 3 times they asked me for my credit card. And I was like, there's no like sheet or anything that says like, hey, this is a top tier elite sitting here. I mean, I feel like it should have like a little star next to your name just to let them know, like, don't charge this person for a drink or what.
You would think so. And I've been on like the little CR7s or whatever those tiny puddle jumper planes are.
Yeah.
And they brought the box before we even took off to like people. They're like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, here you go. Thank you. So I don't know. That's like you're this crappy plane with like caulk along the windows, just holding it together. That was the craziest thing. Okay, so I was flying American once on the way back. I went to Dallas for the college football playoff, and I changed my flight American. So I was on the lie flatbed going from Dallas to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Detroit, I was in first class, but it was on one of those tiny planes that has like 1 seat on the side of the row, and there was literally like a huge gob of cock. Oh, if you have outtakes, that'd be perfect. there was like a huge gob of caulk just like going along like where the plane comes together with where you put your luggage, and I'm like, what is this? Like, whoever did this is terrible at this. I mean, I can do a better job. They just like squirted it out and just were like, all right, done. Didn't like smooth it over. It's just a huge chunk of caulk going the whole way. I'm like,
oh, you're just making it so much worse. You're making it
not
so much
bougie
worse.
AF for sure.
Now you're talking about squirting it out. Oh.
Squirting it out of the tube. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Let's talk about what's going on with credit cards right now.
Okay.
Specifically Citi and the changes that they made this week. Now, something you don't know about Mark is that he's literally like an encyclopedia of credit card facts. So tell us about the Citi changes and what you think.
Yeah, so the Premier just changed where they're going to give 3 times on grocery. And the interesting thing is it's uncapped, where like you're earning 4 times on the Amex Gold, but it's capped at $25K a year. This at least for now, knowing Citi, they'll totally change that up in 6 months because they nerf everything that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So they offered that up. They changed a little bit of the travel. It's less generous than it was, but it still includes like airfare and gas, which is a big one. But they're going to be getting rid of the portal redemption at 1.25 cents per point, which I think, what's the point now? Like that's what most people use Citi for, because their partners aren't the greatest. I mean, there are, Ian loves Turkish, so they have like let's call them C-list actors as far as their transfer partners. Like they're not even like they're like Doogie Howser type.
Yeah, right. Exactly. For us people who just want it to be easy, they don't have any that are so easy to maximize. It's not like you can just transfer to one of their partners all the time. Like the other two have that, but Citi doesn't really.
Yeah. So they're like, losing the portal is kind of like a big hit to me. I mean, I know a lot of people look at it and say, if you can use the partners, I think this is a net positive, because you have more, American Express is the only one that has a usable or useful grocery bonus, because Chase doesn't have it besides, I think, their IHG card, but who wants 2 IHG points? It's not worth anything. Like just Amex cards have it. So it's nice to have another option. And if you can use their partners, then this is a great change. But if you use the portal, like I know like Benji does a lot of Disney stuff, Sean does a lot of Disney stuff, like you can use Citi to basically get a Disney membership or book, I use it to book like hotels that are non-points hotels when I travel somewhere. Mm-hmm. So you're losing 25% of value. I mean, you still have like almost around a year left to do it. So I'm sure people will go hard on it and rack up the thank you points and then burn them. But I think it's a net negative for me, but I can see where it'd be a positive for some. Does it make you? I don't think you're really into Citi at all, are you?
Oh, that's another one. Like the race to the bottom is hard for me with Citi. I mean, I feel like they try so hard to be the worst. Like, first of all, their website is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's been like that for 10 years or 7 years.
I struggle. I have to like go to Citi and then like click through to something else and then click sign on. Because if I go straight to Citi and sign on, I get an error every time. I'm like,
and then you have to clear your cookies. Like, this is not 2012. I should not have to clear my cookies every time I come to this stupid site.
Just because I was on a porn site like just before this doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to log into my bank account.
But even like when I tried it, so if I log in as myself, like in one of my accounts, and then I have to log out and check my next account, you have to like close the whole thing, go incognito, come back.
And they don't pair up business cards and personal cards. So I have like 5 logins. It's so stupid. Yeah.
I hate the whole thing.
Bank of America is another one that has a terrible website, especially if you have a business card. It's the worst setup ever.
I do love their cards though, with the, if you have the preferred for like the 5.5 cash back. I mean, especially right now during this pandemic where cash is kind of priceless. Well, I guess cash is always priceless, but cash is king. You'll always be able to earn travel points, right? But I mean, cash is what everybody kind of needs right now.
That's the big thing. Like, that's why I've been, discussed somewhat, should we cash in some points, for cash right now, just because I have more points than I've ever had right now because I've canceled so much stuff and I'm not booking anything. I won't be booking anything. So it's like, I'm sitting on this amount of points, like 2 years worth of what I normally would have. So should I cash some of that in and take advantage of stock market or whatever else, or just rainy day fund? And because I know I'm going to earn it back when things change. So it's a decision I go back and forth on. I don't know. It's hard to cash them in.
What do you think you're going to do? And which points would you cash out?
See, I don't know. Well, if I have the biggest stash of ultimate rewards of anything.
Oh, you do? Okay. So most people want those.
Yeah. So that, I mean, I might cash in some of them, like half of them or something like that. Just because the only thing I really use ultimate rewards for nowadays is Hyatt. Yeah. And I also just canceled a ton of Hyatt stays. So I have like 4 free nights and a bundle of Hyatt points. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to be transferring to them in a while. I barely ever fly Southwest or use United. So, and everything else I can pretty much get from American Express or something else. So, So I'm debating it. I'm waiting for the stock market to really tank, and then it'll probably motivate me.
Okay. And have you changed your credit card strategy that you use for like expenses right now? Or are you still doing what you were doing before, racking up ultimate reward?
I'm still, for the most part, I'm doing what I was doing before. I just signed up for a couple cards. I signed up for the new US Bank business card that has the $500 bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it.
Do you have a US Bank account?
Okay, so like my original card that I got before I even got into this was like the Northwest Airlines card. Cause I was flying to, I was flying to Vegas, and they got me with one of the flight attendants walking down the aisle, like, "Hey, do you want a free flight? Sign up for this card." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." So I
Never
used
even
it.
heard of Northwest Airlines. So
Yeah, they were bought out by Delta. They were pretty big, but they got absorbed by Delta. So when Delta took them over, they switched me into US Bank, switched me into their FlexPerks card, which is actually, it was like a solid card back then. You're getting like 2 times on groceries and stuff, and cell phones, and like 3 times on charity and all of that. So I used that for a few years. So I've had that. It's like my oldest card. So I pay the $49 annual fee every year, even though I don't really use it anymore. So I've had that account forever. So I think that gives me a little bit of, US Bank likes you to have a relationship to approve you.
Okay.
So I think that helped out some. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's like the Altitude Reserve where you have to have it, but it definitely helps. So I'm working on that one. And then I got the IHG 140K bonus just because I need a third hotel. I use Hilton or Hyatt. So I need something else when, those two either are sold out or don't have good rates. So I tried to get the Radisson card, even though I'm not a huge
fan. What are you going to do with that?
Well, in like Europe, Radisson Blues are solid, and they're actually like decent redemptions. So I got denied for them for that. But then they give me a business card 3 days later or 3 weeks later or whatever. So, okay. So that's my third option right now. It is what it is. They still have some Intercontinentals in Kimpton, so we still have some decent redemptions there. You had that great tip.
Which one? Oh, yeah. The one that I killed on purpose.
Yeah, the one that it lasted like a day, where you were booking like walking tours for $1 and getting like 1,500 points and stuff, and everybody just went balls to the walls for a day, and then it was like dead.
That's why if anybody ever has the opportunity to come see Bougie Miles speak, you do it.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, because you did it at the Chicago seminars, and you're like, well, I better write about this. If anybody's gonna kill it, it's gonna be me.
Well, I found it. I mean, if I find it, I'm allowed to kill it. That's how I feel about things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know we get a lot of like, you bloggers screwed this up for me, but like, no, if I figured it out, I'm killing it,
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
It's going to go down with me. So let's have some fun.
Okay.
I think we gave so just that last thing with Citi. So are you going to be downgrading your card, or like, what's your plan there?
I do have are you talking about for the Premier?
Yeah.
I do have a Premier right now, and I've been just holding it because if you can downgrade it, and it's like 50-50 that it resets your clock, your 24-month clock.
Mine, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't messed with it. I paid the extra, the annual fee, because I'm like, I'd rather take 60,000 points, even if it's only worth, $600 towards my mortgage or whatever. I'd rather take that and pay $95 for it versus wait a whole another year. Yeah. So I'm going to, when the next annual fee hits, I'll sign up for a new one, get the bonus, and then downgrade the old card to the Rewards Plus, so that you get the 10,000 points back every year when you redeem and stuff. So that's my plan for now, and I'll probably do that every time. I'll just pay the annual fee if I don't get a retention offer. So I cut a year off of getting a new bonus.
All right, cool. So let's have some fun. We decided prior to the show that we were going to do a bet for charity.
Yep.
Okay, so who is your charity?
Make-A-Wish.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mine is East Coast Canine Rescue.
Okay.
It's a local dog charity. Well, it's local. It's in Connecticut, and I've fostered for them, and they're wonderful people. So what we're doing is something totally based on chance.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll pick a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
And then we're going to message our Slack group.
Yep.
And whoever picks a number first and it's closest to ours is the winner.
Okay. Did you write yours down? I wrote mine down.
Oh, I'm going to write it down right now.
Okay.
Wait, should we send the message first?
Yeah. Yes. Let's send the message and then we'll show after. Okay.
Are you in there? Can you send it, or should I?
Yeah. Okay.
We should do a $5 side bet to see who responds first.
Okay.
I'm going
Ian.
BTG. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I see that you sent it.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the answer, let's play Plead the Fifth.
Okay.
Now, I know that you've seen Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen.
Yes. Yep.
Thank God. Okay. Some people have never seen it. You would be surprised. So basically the rules are I get to ask you 3 ridiculous questions and you get plead the fifth to one of them.
Okay.
Okay. So are you ready to play Plead the Fifth?
I am ready. Let's do this. First. I was born ready.
All right. Yes, he was. So I will tell you that the first one is the hardest. So if you choose to plead the fifth, I would go with that.
Okay.
I'm such a nice host. I tell people.
Okay. So like, I don't remember. Do you give me one and then I have to say if I'm going to answer it or plead the fifth? Or you don't give me all 3? You don't give me all 3 at the same time?
No.
Oh, man.
That's why if you use, so I made it a little bit harder, but I also decided to tell people. So there you go.
All right.
Okay. So your first question is, tell me a blogger or blog who you think is just like the absolute worst. They're a pandemic all on their own. Don't understand why anybody would read their crap.
I think I won this this crown, didn't I? With Travel Fanboy. Thank you for that.
No. Oh yes, you did. Yes.
But it wasn't so harshly worded.
It wasn't for that reason, right? Yeah. He chose to take everything I did and turn it into like a nice guy answer, which I love. Okay. But I know you won't do that to me.
All right. I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one.
Okay. So that way you'll have your options.
Okay.
Okay. So number 2, Shag, marry, kill.
Okay.
Do you want guys or girls?
Well, girls. I mean.
Okay. All right.
Unless you want it to be really funny, and then we could do guys. I don't care. But
oh, I don't care.
Let's do both. Let's equal opportunity. All right.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Mark likes both. Not true, but okay.
All right, hold on. Let me put on my glasses for this.
Oh one. Yes. Oh, but why aren't they broken?
Let me snap them real quick.
That's one of my favorite. We'll have to have you on for a part 2 to tell that story.
Yes.
Okay, so women. Let's go. Oh no, this is good. Okay, so let's start with guys. I want to start with guys.
Okay.
All right. We're going PDX, deals guy.
Oh geez. We're doing like
Sean.
I thought we were doing like celebrities here.
I'm gonna do that for girls. PDX deals guy.
Okay.
Sean and Ian.
Okay. And what was it?
Shag, marry, kill.
Shag, marry, kill. All right. Well, kill is PDX, that's for sure.
Saw that coming.
Yeah. It was set up for that. I would say Shag, Ian, just because he's youngest and most fit.
All right.
Sean, marry, because he's the kindest soul. So I feel like he'd take care of me.
Okay. I love it. I mean, good answers. Okay. Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Angelina Jolie. And who do you think is hot? I don't even remember.
Emily Blunt.
What?
Emily Blunt.
And Emily Blunt. Oh, okay. That's also PDX's girl, right?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
I think he likes her.
He's dead. Don't worry about him.
Right.
I killed him.
He doesn't even count.
Okay, so kill would be Taylor Swift. That might get me some hate.
From me.
Just not gonna deal with it. Shag would be Angelina Jolie because the craziest ones are the best in bed. So for sure. Mm-hmm. And then Emily Blunt is the hottest. So if I'm gonna look at something every day, that would be
the
my
rest
choice.
of your life. There you go. All right, great.
And she seems like she has a good sense of humor. I mean, she's married to John from what's his last name?
Krasinski.
Yeah. So that's what I would go with.
Okay.
What'd you do for other people? Did you do like bloggers?
Oh yeah, all bloggers. Somebody picked you to Shag.
Who was that? Juan?
Yep.
He looks my dad bod. It's sexy.
It was awesome. No. He chose to marry you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I am a sweet, loving, gentle soul.
Guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You think you'd marry the guy with the money?
No, he said that well, you know what? I'm not telling you because you have to watch it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. It just came out like yesterday. I haven't had a chance. I watched like the first half, but I haven't gotten to the good juicy stuff.
Listen, for my friends, as long as you guys leave it on in the background once in a while and let it play, I don't care what you do. Really don't care. Just click on it and let it run.
Give a thumb. I need 12 thumbs up, people. Yes. 12.
We need 12 thumbs up.
Maybe 13. Maybe I might show my left boob for 15. You don't know.
Whichever one has it written on there.
For the dogs.
Yeah. Okay, so now last question.
Okay.
Which blog or entity or person gives you the biggest run for your money for best blogger of all time in what we do?
Well, I'm definitely not the best blogger of all time.
Well, pretend you
so
are.
who I like respect the most, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I know that one's hard too, right?
Yeah, it's hard to like narrow down. One person I respect their knowledge. I could say like Sean for sure is somebody I respect immensely, and he would win, but that's kind of like cheating.
Yeah, you can't pick your boss. Nope.
Yeah. So I will say Spencer. I think his knowledge. He's strong in the areas that I'm weak, like the way he can find flight deals and awards and stuff like that, and knows all the booking partners and everything, is something that I've never been good at. So I admire that. I would put him up there. Plus, I love Spencer. So even though I called him Stuart the first time I met him. Hey Stewie, how you doing?
That's the best. I wish I was there. Okay, so Spencer for Miles.
Yep.
That's your pick.
Oh, my Siri is going off in the background.
I hear something, yeah.
He just said, that's what I thought. I don't know what that means.
She really thought that you loved Spencer.
They're listening.
They're always listening. Okay, so Mark, thank you.
Hey, 5 was the number pick, so we should do that. PDX was the first one.
Oh, so neither one of us won that. Okay, so what's your
number?
What'd you pick?
Well, which? 10.
What 3. Is it? 3.
Oh, so you won.
Yay! East Coast Canine Rescue, $20.
10. Yeah, 10 is like my sports number growing up and stuff. So.
Yes, that makes sense.
But it's not really a great decision on a 1 to 10 because you cut off like half the board. But oh well.
Yeah. Well.
See, if we would have taken Ian, if Ian, who I guess would have been first, I would have won because he said 7. But PDX being, the person he is, picks right in the middle of 1 to 10.
PDX being Mark's lifelong troll.
He's actually like my brother.
I know. I love you all. All right. So, Mark, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Tell everybody where they can find you and what you want them to listen to or join or whatever.
If you want to join something, you can join the Miles to Memories Facebook group. I'm in there all day, every day. We have like 11,000 members, and we try to keep it a fun space. A lot of these Facebook groups get really negative and pretty toxic, and I think we've done a good job of keeping it where it's just people helping and good people that have fun. And so join that, and then that's the best way to connect to me because I'm in there like all day, every day.
Awesome. And he is the editor at Miles to Memories. So he's there pretty much every day. So you should definitely go there and read all of our stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure having you. And I hope we get to do this again soon, but not too soon because I hope that we're out of quarantine before we reschedule.
Then we're going to do it live in LA.
We should actually do that. But okay. Yeah. So, all right. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.